A story from a 1948 issue of Fate magazine that seemed to confirm all my conclusions to be correct. It tells of a story obtained by a Navajo Indian from a Paiute elder. He describes an advanced people with high technology that had flying machines and built underground cities into the Peniment Mountains, which surrounded Lake Lahontan at the time. The following is excerpted from this story.
Who are the Havamosu's? They are a people of the Peniments Mountains, and they are as ancient as the land of Tomesha itself. When the world was young in this valley, which is now dry, parched desert, was a lush, hidden harbor of a blue water sea which stretched from halfway up those mountains to the Gulf of California. It is said that the Havamosu's came here in huge rowing ships. They found great caverns in the Peniments, and in them they built one of their cities. At that time, California was the island which the Indians of that state told the Spanish it was, and which they marked so on their maps. Living in their hidden city, the Havamosu's ruled the sea with their fast-rowing ships, trading with faraway peoples and bringing strange goods to the great quays said to still exist in the caverns. Then, as untold centuries rolled past, the climate began to change. The water in the lake went down until there was no longer a way to the sea. First, the way was broken only by the southern mountains, over the tops of which goods could be carried. But as time went by, the water continued to shrink, until the day came when only a dry crust was all that remained of the great blue lake. Once in the not-so-distant past, but yet many generations before the coming of the Spanish, a Paiute chief lost his bride by sudden death. In his great and overwhelming grief, he thought of the Havamosu's and their long tube of death. He wished to join her, so he bid farewell to his sorrowing people and set off to find the Havamosu's. None appeared until the chief began to climb the almost unscalable Peniments. Then one of the men in white appeared suddenly before him with a long tube and motioned him back. The chief made signs that he wished to die and came on. The man in white made a long singing whistle and other Havamosu's appeared. They spoke together in a strange tongue and then regarded the chief thoughtfully. Finally, they made signs to him, making him understand that they would take him with them. Many weeks after his people had mourned him for dead, the Paiute chief came back to his camp. He had been in the giant underground valley of the Havamosu's, he said, where white lights which burn night and day and never go out or need any fuel, lit an ancient city of marble beauty. There he learned the language and the history of the mysterious people, giving them in turn the language and legends of the Paiutes. He said that he would have liked to remain there forever in the peace and beauty of their life, but they made him return and use his knowledge for his people.
This story immediately made me realize just exactly what the Paiute people are hiding the knowledge of to this day, and why they restrict access to so many of the sites. Knowledge of an advanced people, progenitors of the Paiute who built extensive underground cities that existed in the exact time period between 12 and 13,000 years ago, as other pre-diluvial or Atlantean cultures are said to have existed.